So not many people know this, and I'm not sure why, but Infiniti actually did build a V8 sedan. This right here is the Infiniti M56. It's basically a G37 with a Nissan Titan engine, the VK56DE. I don't think y'all are grasping the severity of the matter. The VK56 has already been proven to handle 1,000+ horsepower. They build these things and swap them into other shit like, you know, the Nissan 240s and Datsuns and shit like that. That VK will also fit inside of a G35 sedan or a G37 coupe. It just doesn't matter. Talking about an aluminum block with a 6-bolt main bottom end. This thing is incredibly strong. Nissan even put this thing inside of the GTR, aka the Nissan GTR1. And again, we're talking about a Nissan Titan, Nissan Armada truck engine. They took that same engine and threw it inside of the GTR 35. They call it the Nissan GTR1. So just put this in perspective. This thing already makes 420 horsepower with a 7-speed behind it, right? Cool. You add a supercharger, some forged internals. You're talking about an 800, almost 1,000 horsepower Infiniti. Some E85, some long tube headers, and the right tires. Man, you have a monster. To give you some perspective on how crazy these things could sound, this Chris Forsberg's old 370Z VK56 drift car. Can you make a Crown Victoria faster than a stock Scat Pack? Yes, you can. First and foremost, you need a stage 4 cam, the 550 lift valve springs, and the steel valve retainers. Pair that with long tube headers, and this thing is finna sound like a group of anthropomorphic elephants throwing that ass in a triangle. Just imagine a Crown Vic sounding like a dude with a stuttering disorder trying to pronounce every word on the periodic table. Then you finna go find one of them cheap ass 99 to 2004 Mustang GT Saleen supercharger kits. That supercharger wine gonna be sounding like a virgin's first time getting some. And some 373 gears. And then somebody gonna go, bro, the Crown Vic heavier than a damn Scat Pack. No, it's not. No, it's not. A Scat Pack Charger weighs like 4,400 pounds. A Crown Vic only weighs like 3,500 or 3,600 pounds. We're talking about a... man. We're talking about a car that hauls more ass than a single mom in a food stamp line. Oh, but wait, there's more. Let's just say you want to be faster than a Hellcat. I got your back. That's when you go get a Ford Lightning engine. See, that supercharged 5.42 valve, well, it's basically a built Triton from factory. In fact, it's literally just it's a 4.6 with a bigger stroke. And it'll fit in the Crown Victoria. So just think about this. Built 5.42 valve. Bigger cam, forged internals. We're talking about like a 2.6 liter blower on top of it. In a Crown Victoria, you're looking at 600+ horsepower. In a fucking passenger seat, about police car, bro. The ultimate sleeper. The Honda S2000 is one of them legendary vehicles that we may not ever see again. It was lightweight. It was cheaper than a Porsche Cayman, better than a Mazda Miata, and it revved to 9,000 RPM with the F20C. We're talking about VTEC kicking in harder than a gas station pill in the middle of church. Not 6,000, not 7,500, 9,000. Do y'all understand how fucking amazing this is? A 2-liter 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated, barely makes 250 horsepower. Spins to 9,000 RPM. You try that shit with an LS, you'll throw more rod than an angry stepdad. VTEC kick in like a horse and took Royal Honey Pack. And it's doing all this before boost. Imagine a built bottom end, ported head, 5-angle valve job, all this shit. Nice 68 to 76 millimeter turbo. ARP head studs, MLS head gate. I'm talking about the whole shebang. 4-piston racing type engine. I know this bitch should touch every bit of 10,000 RPM. In about 1 second since this video started, I've triggered millions of people PTSD. And some of y'all are too young to understand why these Corvettes are so scary. You think the cheaters in Call of Duty are bad? You think Warzone cheaters are bad? How about you get pit maneuvered by one of these vets, right? You ain't look behind you. It's 20 to 50 of these white vets behind you. You get pit maneuvered, you finna spend about 30 minutes to 45 minutes driving in reverse, doing donuts backwards, trying to go forward. They not gonna let you. And then when you get good and going, you doing like 210, 240 miles an hour. They right there with you. You crash, they crash. No, bro. And then the pursuit breakers, bro, it was hell. Why did we put ourselves through this? We was young as hell going through a midlife crisis with this game. Just a quick show of hands. How many of you played this game for so long that your fingers and thumbs and everything was hurting? How many, just show of hands now, raise your hand. I'm going to be looking at everybody. How many of you had to get a new joystick because your hands were so sweaty it ruined yours? Or how many of you had to buy a new joystick or 3 because you broke it on purpose? This is a big single turbo nitrous Supra. Let me repeat that again. He has 2 power adders strapped to the most overpowered, overbuilt engine that Toyota has ever produced. Somebody asked, Guru, why isn't the A90 Supra as popular as the Mark IV Supra? Because it'll never be. But that's my opinion. Let's give some facts, right? Because that's what people want to hear. You're talking about a twin turbo 3-liter inline 6 built in the 90s with the capabilities to touch 1,000 horsepower, but on average could touch 750 to 850 horsepower on stock internals. Hold on to that. Fast forward to the A90 Supra. While it's not entirely a bad car, what ruined this car's reputation was when, Toyota announced that it's going to have a BMW-derived engine. And even though you can make 1,000 plus horsepower and well over that with the B58 platform, people just don't care because everybody's making 1,000 horsepower. Everybody's making 1,500. The rat race for more power just makes this dull and uninteresting. Then Fast and Furious, on top of a lot of other movies and video games, push this thing to complete stardom, like to legendary status. The A90 Supra hasn't appeared in enough films, enough games to really just get it where the Mark IV Supra is in terms of popularity. You see a MK4, you immediately wanted to shoot flames because your nostalgia done took over, bro. You wanted to do what nuns do after eating Taco Bell for the first time. One indication you should leave these Supra guys alone. Look at the size of that goddamn tire. This is probably the first Supra with a BBL like Nicki Minaj. We go to the back. And there are 2 bottles of, not nitrous now. We're no longer calling it nitrous. We're calling it pressurized Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drops. Imagine if Michael Jackson and Nas created their own nitrous brand, right? Like every time you twist the knob, it go hee hee. He probably called Peppa Pig Daddy. Precision Turbo, same shit. And was like, listen, I just got my taxes. I need the biggest turbo y'all got. Give me the turbo off the Titanic. Go in the water and get it for me. Oh, wait, that's a steamship. No, seriously, though. Look at this beauty, bro. Just look at the color. Look at the aesthetics, bro. We time traveling literally back to the 90s, bro. I got to give it a 10 out of 10. Solid 10 out of 10. It's absolutely beautiful. I want y'all to comment below and tell me what you think of this Supra. Do you like it? Do you think there could have been more done to it? I think it's perfect as is. As always, it's your boy, the Black Car Guru. I'll see y'all later. If I had to make a top 10 list of the greatest Mustangs ever created, the Saleen S2000 Extreme has to be on that list. We're talking about a Mustang with 550 horsepower. That's right, people. A 4.6 3-valve, better internals, supercharger, better gear ratio, faster than a GT500 of the same generation. Now, Saleen was on that God Award energy because they literally built Kratos. You talking about a vehicle that's on par with a Ford GT. Mid-engine 5.4 4-valve supercharged V8 in the back of a supercar that Ford built. And they both have the same 0 to 60 time of 3.3 seconds. This could have been the next generation of Terminator Cobra. They literally did what Ford did back in 03 to 04. Just completely overbuilt the Cobra. The crazy part is, if you 3-valve guys looking for a power adder, cheapish power adder, look for the supercharger that came off of one of these. It will bolt up to your 3-valve. Now, a lot of you probably think it stops at the S281 Extreme making 550 horsepower. No. They took it a step further. They took the 4.63 valve and bored it to 302. It had 373 gears, GT500 6-speed manual transmission. It had an 8.8 rear end. This thing was absolutely amazing. And it made 620 horsepower. Oh, but good luck buying one because they like $100,000. They even built the first Hellcat before the Hellcat even came out. It was called the Challenger 570 and the Challenger 570X. One make 500 horsepower, the other one makes 700. That ain't even the crazy part. Well, it's a lot of goodies, right? But one of my favorite is the active vents. Every time you mash the throttle, them vents on the hood open up. That's some baller shit. Good luck finding one, though. Prices are higher than Kanye West child support payments. And for those of you with a 5.7 Charger or Challenger, you can do the same build they did. It's literally just a supercharged 5.7. And it's people saying, bro, you can't do no with no 5.7. It don't make no power. Shit. Try telling Steve Saleen that in the late 2000s. What we have here is what looks like a normal F-150. No, it make 815 horsepower. This thing nastier than Quagmire working at a toaster strudel factory. Anytime you hear that supercharger whine, that means he finna party. He finna act like an Anytime you hear a supercharger whine from one of these, he intends to get shit shaking like an indigenous tribe trying Jello for the first time. Then we have his other creation, the Terma-Fox. It's a Terminator Cobra swapped Fox body with a 2.9 liter Whipple. All of this inside of a Fox body. I wouldn't even want to drive this. I wouldn't even want to. I would rather have a foot race with a bum after giving his ass a Flintstone gummy. So, hey, Whipple, look, I'm putting together this Terma-Fox project. All right, cool. What you need from us? I want a supercharger that sound like if I want a supercharger that sound like if Ray Charles was in Call of Duty. Yo ass better not do it. Yo ass, these Corleone Rolex watch wheels. You old heads with these early 2000s Cadillac DeVille's with the North Star V8s, you bet not do it. I see you putting it on there now. With the mayonnaise and mustard tires. You bet not. These are like the big eyelashes of wheels. I bet not see not one car with these goddamn wheels. I see it there. Some old head in his 40s, late 30s, matching his wheels with the old ass watch he done had for the last 20 years. You better not do it. No, y'all think I'm playing. Hold it out. Hold it out. If I miss you, getting two more. Hold it out right now. I'm putting belt to ass if I see these wheels on anybody car. If I see it, I'm putting belt to ass. Listen, I had to make a part 2 to this video because shit is ridiculous. Black people, listen to what I'm saying. This is going to set us back about 400 years. We have watermelon. We have grape Kool-Aid. Don't add this to the list of stereotypes. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. I feel like consciously need to step in and speak on this. This is feeling very consciously-ish. If you get these wheels, I hope you have to shit and get stuck in traffic. On the other hand, the one thing that scared me about these wheels is the fact that somebody's going to make these look good on something. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. All it take is a gold G-body, 1980 Malibu with a cream interior to make these wheels look goddamn good. Oh my God, I just gave y'all the sauce. And they got the nerve to have them in different colors. Ain't that about a bitch? Y'all thought I was playing in that last video. I'm not playing about y'all in these wheels. Hey, Guru, come check out my car. I see these wheels on your car. I'm whacking you clean across your head with a freshly bought belt from Walmart. A motherfucker with athlete's foot, 10 kids, and 30 arrest warrants looking at these wheels drooling right now. You buy these wheels, I hope both sides of your pillow warm. Oh, man. What's fucking with me is I feel like that we've collectively, hear me out now, We've collectively drawn this damn thing at least one point in our life. It look exactly like this. This was crazy. Like, I'm not paying $100,000 for an IKEA microwave, an advanced trash disposal, a motherfucking typewriter with Matchbox wheels from Family Dollar. They done built a 2025 Minecraft War Turtle. Somebody asked me, bro, how does the Tesla truck look to you? You like it? I'm like, you don't want my opinion, because if my opinion don't match yours, then we're gonna go to war about it. No, I hate the fuck out this truck because it look like you could park this bitch anywhere and shit in the back of it. It look like the Incredible Hulk could do push-ups inside this truck. Let me make the math to y'all. If I'm paying $150,000 for a Pontiac Aztek with PS2 graphics, that bitch better come with a brand new 2025 microwave with some Pop-Tarts already cooking in that bitch. My homeboy came back mad as hell one day, man. He went to go get some Taco Bell. He had raced one of these on the way back. He had a 6th gen Camaro, big cam, long tube headers and shit, cool. He come back, he said, man, I got beat by a stove. One of my homeboys got mad because the same shit they telling me the Tesla Cybertruck can do, I'm telling them a regular F-150 EcoBoost could do the same fucking shit. Bro, the door's open 180 degrees. I'm like, so do your bitch legs, but you don't see me complaining about it.